What's up, guys? Next project, something that needs to be done. It's been pointed out to me in the comments. I've known about it. I've had the parts for 2 months now. I just haven't had time. We are going to replace the pins and bushings right here because they're gone. They're shot. Let's see if I can. Yeah, they're shot. I think these are good. Just those. I don't know how bad they are, but yeah, we are about to find out. Let's get started. All right, so we're going to attempt to do this without taking this whole assembly off and unhooking these lines. I'm just going to try to do it right here. I got some tips and tricks that I'm going to try, things that I just thought of in my head. Let's do it. All right. Well, grab my bag of tools and my mess. First thing we're going to do is pop this sucker off, if we're lucky. And then I'll probably have to cut it too. Let me. Let's soak those down. All right, let's see if we can get these bad boys off. Let's start with this one over here. I don't know what I'm thinking. What size is that? 9/16. Right there. Yep. Battery's dead. There we go. These bolts are going to get replaced. I'm going to go buy new ones. I mean, look at that. It's a little worn. This one over here, I think is going to be a doozy. Yep. Okay, that's all right. There we go. Okay. Okay. shows you right there. I got new ones in here. Let's check them out. So this is the new pin and bushing. There's no play in that. Let's look at the play. So believe it or not, this bushing, or this pin actually is still in pretty decent shape. Makes me wonder. Yeah, that bushing's bad. So we're gonna go ahead and pull them off. Let's get this other one off. Okay. Here's the other one. Yeah, that one's definitely worn down. We'll keep those as souvenirs. Now, everybody says online to weld a bead on the inside of that. And that's probably what I need to do. We're gonna weld a bead right around the inside of this. And see if we can knock that thing out. Well, we got one. All right, well, I got both of them out. What I did is I welded 2 beads on each side on the inside. So if we're looking at it like this, I welded one here, 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 and then right here on the edge. What that allowed this whole thing to do was to shrink on the inside, and me able to just knock it out with a sledgehammer. And this socket fit perfectly. It's 1.25 inches. Not every 1.25 inches is going to be the same. You know, these are some old tools that were handed down. But if you look, I mean, it fits perfect. I mean, it couldn't have been a better fit. There's right there, there's hardly any play. So yeah, that allowed me to knock them out with a sledgehammer. Really wasn't too hard. If I were to put a time frame on each one, I'd say probably about 7 or 8 minutes after welding them and knocking them out. So let me show you what we're gonna try to do here. It's something that I've seen before. I just don't know how well it's gonna work. All right, so these are the new pins and bushings, and they do not matter how they go in. They are literally the same on the inside both ways around. They can go in this way, they can go in that way. I think because it's usually easier for the consumer, or you know, the tech to typically hammer them from this side, or to press them in from this side. So obviously that don't work. You know, it won't fit, it won't go, you can't push it in unless you know you have a press. But even at that, it's very, very tight. So something I've seen before that we're gonna try is we're gonna use some air cleaner. You put it upside down, and it's supposed to basically freeze this as cold as it would be with liquid nitrogen or near it. So let me get y'all set up on the tripod. We're gonna try it. well, that actually worked pretty well. That's the new pin, and it got no movement. So I went through 3 of these, but I think I could have done it with 2, but I'm already winded from doing all this. So kind of took a little break, and then I broke 2 of my sledgehammers. So I think 2 of these would work. You just freeze it upside down, and I think I could freeze it longer than I did, and it'd go in a lot easier too. But this is that. This is that in there with the new seals on each side. This is the new pin. Doesn't have the grease dirt yet, but nice and tight. Just how I like them. Well, let's go get some more air duster. I don't think I can make this one work. There's hardly anything left of it. Alright, well, after a little bit of persuasion, this thing decided to go all the way. And so we are going to put our seals in. Let's see. Just like that, and yeah, you see that. What my problem was I was using this old pin and bushing that was cut in half because of the welds, and this bushing had actually expanded, and so it wouldn't fit inside of here. So I ended up having to ground it down at a good little angle, good little taper, and it went no problem. But don't want to do it again, that's for sure. Oops. Ouch. I think it's got some sharp edges. Okay. Well, let's put it back together. I got some new bolts for this side over here. And let's put it back together. Put the grease zerts in and call it a night. Look at that. Nice and quiet. Alright. Let's put the grease zerts. Let's get this baby greased up. Uh-oh. Will it fit? Will it reach? Yes, it will. I hear it farting. It's coming out here, and it's coming out there. Good deal. So that one's greased up. It's farting. There it is. Make sure it's coming out this other side. Yes, it is. There we go. I like when they take very little. Okay, that one's good. Dirt at the tracks. Call that one good. Yeah, I don't know if this light works. I bought this thing brand new. It better work. Oh, that's cool. Right there. Let's try this light out. Okay, well, that one's definitely good. Hook it up and pull the trigger. Well, that's a good sign. Okay. Oh, and it's coming out that other side. Grease lightning. You would. It's a little warm. Let's see if we can get that sucker out of there. Whoops. Well, heck. Well, the reason it won't come out is because the hole's right there and it's covered up. Alright, well, the camera died last night, but I got new pins and bushings on the bottom. I got everything greased. I found something pretty wild. Let me see if I can find it. So if you can see this is like a grease fitting, but it had no little grease zerk on it, and it was like stripped in there. I don't know, it's strange, but it went in this pin right here. So I went ahead and I took the grease fitting off that one over there, and I put it in here, and I pumped grease in this just to have grease there. And I've got to order that, but for now I can actually put that back in there temporarily. Actually, no, I can't, because that right there will hit right here. So I've got to order a grease zerk for that because it's metric, and I can't find metric grease zerk anywhere. But other than that, I got top and bottom pins greased. I got the quick detach greased. I got these two greased, and I got this one greased, this one, and this one. I believe I did these. Yes, I did. So I did, I did those all on each side. All right, well, the next thing that we're gonna replace is it's kind of hard to see, but if you look at that hole right there, there's supposed to be a bolt coming through. Is this item right here. So that spring sits on this and it pushes this piece out, and this castle nut tightens it down, and then you put a little cotter pin in there right here. Apparently they're pretty notorious for breaking, and I never noticed that. I didn't notice that whenever I did the tracks. I wish I would have, because then I could have replaced it then, and it would have taken me literally like 20 minutes. Okay. Alright, so not too bad. As you can see what I did, you know, I loosened that grease zerk, took it out. That tightens. When you put grease in that, shoots this whole thing out. So when you take that out, this whole assembly falls back in. And then what you can do is take a pry bar or something and then just start prying around and shoving some round objects in there. I've got this old strap bar that I used to use before it broke to tighten my straps on my trailers. Got some 1-inch Dom tubing, and I got my 2 pins that I just replaced from this. And what that'll allow me to do here is to basically slide this off sideways. Take these out, set them to the side. You gotta be careful having your hands on this back side. If you pull too hard, you'll pinch your hands there. See, just like that, just pinch my fingers. Okay, so now, ouch, this whole assembly will pull out. Minus all the dirt. Just like that. This will come out. And this bad boy comes out. You can see where that shattered, where that just broke. Let's go grab the new one so you can see the difference. That's quite a bit, but really it's not that bad of a job. There's a little hole down in here that this pin sits inside of. Okay, just like that. Then you take your spring and you put that bolt. Okay, then this heavy sucker goes right back in there. Ugh. And we're already lined up. All right. Now just to put this thing back together, which again isn't too terrible. Okay. Alright, that's back on. Now, we'll take this fitting, clean it up, and then we will put this sucker back in there. Like that. Clean this bad boy off again. Alright, and yeah, we're gonna have to tighten that up more so we can get that bolt to come through. So I got it in and I got the grease zerk back in. I started tightening these up, but as you can see, it's not all the way through. It's not protruding all the way. So what we have to do is tighten this down almost all the way to be able to get that nut, that castle nut on there. Put this little washer on there, castle nut, start screwing it down. Obviously this has got to go way more. Basically, we're just going to tighten this down until we can see that castle nut, that hole for the castle nut, and get a cotter pin through it. Now, if I remember correct, they want you to have about 2 inches to 2.5 inches from the bottom of this roller to the top of the track. So we'll take our socket, which on this one is a 3/4, and that's pretty close. Okay, once that's done, which that's, you know, that's pretty dang close there, we will put this back on. Like that, and I think we'll call that good. All right, so I think that's going to complete this video here. Just to recap, we replaced these pins and bushings on each side, put new grease zerks on there. We got this pin and bushing greased up, this pin and bushing greased up, greased on the cylinders up there. Got grease, same for the opposite side. Got this one greased up, same for the opposite side. So as you can see, you know, we got that one replaced, got the cotter pin put in, and then got this adjusted where they need to be. I went ahead and checked this one. It's in there, it's good, it's not loose, it's not broken. And trust me, you'd know. So I think we're good on the maintenance. Gonna do oil change and filter change here pretty soon on the hydraulics, oil, fuel. So yeah, I know that's kind of a long video, but it's PM stuff, you know, preventative maintenance. It's things that needed to be done that will save me a bunch of money down the line. And you know, these things get expensive, so you got to take care of these. Appreciate everybody watching. If y'all have any questions, you know, like, comment down below, and on to the next one.